Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and this is an update on this channel, which will soon no longer be known as Captain Xavier's LEGO channel for reasons. I got word back from the LEGO Ambassador Network. Somebody recommended that I should apply for that, and I did, and my application was appropriately rejected for a number of very good reasons. And one of them is, of course, that my channel has LEGO in the name, and they don't allow that because I don't actually represent LEGO, and so it's inappropriate for me to actually have LEGO in the channel name. So I'll be changing it to something, I don't know what, Captain Xavier's Brick Channel, or, you know, something along those lines. There are a couple other things. Obviously, my channel isn't actually that big and doesn't actually have enough influence to really warrant that, so I would need to grow that. Also, the production quality could definitely use some improvement, better audio, better editing, all of that. And that would be a lot of work, and it's something that I will probably slowly work towards, though it's not going to be my primary focus, because I'm already, you know, working on all of that with my Nerf channel. But I am going to start doing more my own creation stuff. I spent this last weekend up at Sergeant Deplorable's place, and I got to see the state of his fleet, and it is gorgeous. He has built an absolutely magnificent, I think it's a 32, might be a 36 gun frigate, and it is lovely, and it has given me the motivation to finally build my fleet. I've mentioned a number of times that I want to get my pirate diorama up to the same level of detail as my castle diorama, and on that same scale, which is a much grander scale. So I want to build more historically accurate ships, as well as relatively historically accurate colonies. I want a military base for the French and a trading post for the British, and I don't know what I'm going to do for the Spanish yet. I'm looking for suggestions. What should I do as far as a Spanish colony? Maybe a combination of the two, fort and the small colony. Who knows? I also definitely want an islander setup, as well as a large pirate haven sort of thing, which will be made out of the wrecks of the original ships. So, like I said, I want to build historically accurate ships, but rather than just either, you know, storing or disassembling the classic ships that I have, I'm going to use them to build a shipwreck island. So that'll be a great nostalgic nod, I feel. So I'm going to be laying down keels. I'm started acquiring parts. I'm going to need a lot of brick. This is going to involve a lot of parts, many of which I probably don't currently have. Many I do already have, obviously. Bulk brick train. Obviously, bulk brick I have plenty of, but there are going to be a lot of parts I'm going to need to acquire, and that's going to take time and money and bricklink and all of that. But I'm going to be building two smaller frigates, not terribly small, but not huge, like 44 gun level ships. They will be smaller, in the high 20s, low 30 guns. Maybe a little bit smaller than the one that Sergeant Deplorable built. Maybe 3 midsections as opposed to 4. I'm not sure yet. We will have to see what I've got. I acquired the instructions for the Fair Maiden, which is a beautiful ship that someone designed, and I will be building them based on that, and I want to have a matching pair, relatively matching. There'll be some differences in the detailing and the filigree and all of that, but I definitely want them to be sister ships, because I currently have 2 Caribbean Clippers for the blue faction, in my headcanon, the French, and I want to have 2 matching frigates for that. The Redcoats, or in my mind, the British, will be getting a larger ship, one that will be closer to a 44-gun ship. We will see how that turns out. And then one much smaller one, because they had the Imperial flagship, which was smaller than the Caribbean Clipper, and then they later had a new Imperial flagship that was even bigger. It was the biggest one that they ever came out with. It was a 4-hull section, a beautiful ship. So I want to have one really big one and one much smaller one. Then the Spanish will have at least one really good galleon, like a treasure galley type ship, as well as at least one war galleon. I kind of already have that, it just needs a little work. And then for the pirates, I want to build upgraded versions of the big ones that they had. So the Barracuda Bay, Black Seas Barracuda, I might make it a little bit bigger. I might definitely work on some of the detailing. There's some stuff I didn't like, which was just an artifact of how it's supposed to come apart. I won't need it to come apart anymore, so I'll build it more solid. Actually have, you know, proper below decks and actual places for guns and all of that. And then I'll do a similar, I'm not sure what style I'm going to go with, but I want to build one that will be, of course, an upgraded version of the Skull's Eye Schooner. Similar, it'll have the same color scheme, but, you know, a more realistic build, but I don't know exactly what style I'm going to go with. And I also want at least one decent Dutch merchantman, a West Indiaman. So that's the plan. Gonna be a lot of work and a lot of parts, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for that. I do want to, again, try to get more regular on my LEGO channel. I managed to keep up my schedule on my Nerf channel fairly well, but I tend to fall behind on my LEGO channel because 5 videos a week is ridiculous. I might have to cut back to 2 on my Nerf channel and 1 or 2 on my LEGO channel just to keep myself from going insane. We'll see. That will either mean that videos don't happen as often, or whole series just get eliminated entirely. We'll see where I go with that. I guess kind of the question is, what do you really want to see on this channel? Obviously, I'll be doing updates on my own creation stuff as I go, and I will continue to build sets from the ones that I've been sent or ones that I buy. Because I do have a backlog that I need to get to. You sent me those sets so that I would build them on camera, and I really need to do that. I also will continue to do things like brick sorting. When I go to Bricks and Wheels and get bags of Legos, I will sort them and either just have it be, you know, music in the background for ASMR stuff, or I will ramble as I build about whatever's going on in the world or my life or Lego or whatever. Yeah, that's the news. That's the update for anyone who is interested in what's going on this channel. That is the plan. Let me know what you guys think, what you'd really like to see, suggestions you have. Send me links to really good ship builds, especially Spanish ones. I've got the frigate ones kind of worked out for now, but I don't have instructions for a good Spanish one. I've got pictures of some really good Spanish ones. But I don't have instructions, and I'm sure they're out there. I just need to hunt them down. But if you already know where they are, do feel free to send me links. Same thing for good colony builds or fort builds of that style. I know there's one that there actually is a set, but it's a knockoff from China, and I might just, you can buy the instructions, and I might just do that because it is a really good looking build. There's a lot of changes that I would make, but I think it would be worth it because the instructions aren't that expensive. Yeah, let me know. Keep me posted. I will keep you guys posted. And thank you guys for watching.